Yo, what's up, guys? So, I feel like I'm finally at that point of my spiritual journey where, I'm just done with, tarot reading and channeled messages. I don't need it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm really stepping into my sovereignty and the basic truth of all of this, which is that we create our realities, right? And so I know that my reality is what I make it to be with my belief systems, my subconscious programming, and my intent. And I'm starting to understand that tarot readings and chosen one videos and channeled messages can sometimes be a distraction or a distortion. You know? It can be good for reprogramming your mind in a positive way if it's a positive message. So if you come across a collective reading on here on your For You page that is you're being seen by celebrities, your name is going up in the rankings, that's all good if you want that. But if you don't want that right now, literally just ignore the message, scroll. You know, you can still drop a like to support the creator if you like the creator, but scroll. You know? And I'm getting to the point where I just I'm so focused on what I want to be creating for myself and scripting for myself that I just I finally have outgrown that. I just want to make this message for you guys because you can do the same. There's nothing wrong with outgrowing whole paradigms of spirituality. You know, I guess I'm just making this for anyone that's also feeling the same. Because we really do create our reality. All that matters is what you project onto everything. You know, the world is literally your mirror. So, you know, and I'm also realizing when I used to really take care of myself and work out a lot when I first started awakening, that's when I got all of these distractions coming at me. I had these weird people in my DMs on Instagram, real people. It wasn't scammers. It was real people talking to me about who I am on certain timelines, our mission. I started getting all these people, these distractions to pull me into lower timelines, which ended up creating distortions in me, and it made me doubt myself. And before I knew it, I did need to look up tarot readings. I did need channeled messages here on TikTok, and that's why my For You page is the way it is. And those things helped me at that time because the world is and always was and always will be my mirror. But I'm to the point now where I'm just I don't need it anymore. Because basically I'm done seeking answers from the external. Because it's just going to be a reflection of what my internal is anyway, right? And I'm realizing that in the same way that you might have to walk away from a narcissist in your life to heal, you kind of have to close the channel on them, you know, block them if it's on social media. Maybe you live with a narcissistic roommate or parent or sibling, and you got to move out. I'm kind of applying that same energy with readings itself. and guidance. Like, I'm to the point where, like, no one can tell me anything about my reality. Not even a freaking monk in the Himalayas. Like I'm to the point now where I am so sovereign and grounded. And I'm just making this message to express that. Like, just to express where I am on my journey. I'm not trying to convince or sway you guys to do that. I just making this video to put it out there. Just to put it out there, you know, for those that might resonate with it and might feel the same. And yeah, maybe help some people remember their own power, you know? Because remember, you have all the answers. It's always your world, all the time. But it doesn't mean it's perfect, because nobody's perfect. That's why the mirror is not always perfect, because you're not always perfect. But you are. Like, you are, but you're not. Like, our real soul higher self is perfect. But while we're in this game, we tend to not look at ourselves as perfect. So the mirror is not going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So it is, but it's not. It's a paradox. And that's why there are instances where you do just have to block certain channels out to give you time to heal. You can go within yourself and change a narcissist. And you can do the same with like your For You page with these readings to make like the readings more formulated for you in a positive way. But it's also just like it's easier if like you kind of just get away from all that first. That way you can truly focus and do the work, you know? It's just a matter of preference at that point, but yeah. And for those of you that don't know, like, once I started to really awaken to the multiverse, and I started to really realize, like, holy shit, there's infinite realities, there's infinite dimensions, and I started to really get into reality shifting, I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped working out, I wasn't eating right, I wasn't grounding, and a lot of my daydreams of the higher realms turned into dissociation rather than embodied empowerment. So now I'm starting to finally work out again. I'm starting to take care of myself. I'm eating good. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm taking supplements. I'm, you know, just overall taking better care of myself. And I had a download tonight that, like, when I first started taking care of myself again, I was still seeking answers from the external, and I was still getting sucked back into lower timelines. But now I realize, like, in the same way, like, when I first found out about reality shifting, I was just, like, so amazed and, like, really, like, connecting with my inner child, thinking of all these super magical realms and dimensions. That's what ascension is. Like, that was a good thing. The bad thing is that I wasn't working out, and I stopped taking care of myself physically, so it turned into dissociation. So the key to, like, truly ascending is combining the two. You have to dream the most magical realities and know that they exist. You have to know that literally everything you can imagine exists in every style. There's dimensions that feel like you're walking into the 80s. There's dimensions where you can walk into and it's like you're actually animated or you're pixelated. There's worlds where there's actual overworld music. The key is to dream like that, but take care of yourself. The Matrix makes that, like, almost impossible. That's why there is no modern ascended masters, really. The timer's about to run out. I had more to say, but perhaps it wasn't meant to be. I hope this helps. combine the two. Peace out.